Well, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to Kitchen Table TCG. My name is Louie, and I hope you're having yourself a fantastic day. I finally fixed the issue. I finally found the issue with my computer. There was a cable. I don't know if you can see that real. There was a cable that has a fray right there. Oh, there it is. A cable that had a fray. I built an entire new computer because I thought that the computer just didn't cut it enough for videos anymore, and it turns out it was a cable fray. Anyway, welcome back. Today we're gonna test out the new camera situation, new lights, new whole thing. Try to get back to it. I've got an Arthurian Legends booster box, a Sorcery Beta booster box. I really miss doing box opening content and streaming and doing all that. So my goal for 2026 is to do that way more regularly and way more often. And so I'm going to start that now to kind of get into the rhythm for 2026. And with Gothic coming out, I figure this would be a good time for some of you to revisit the first set from Sorcery, Alpha and Beta, and Arthurian Legends, which is the second set from Sorcery. And if you want to pre-order, I do have boxes available over at KitchenTableTCG.com. We have a deal where if you buy 3 boxes, you're going to get a 4-player playmat for free. So you buy 3 of the boxes, you're going to get a 4-player playmat. It's an awesome playmat, 39 by 39. Great way to play 4-player sorcery games and engage with that. Shipping would be free on all that stuff as well. So hop over if you want to pre-order Gothic. But for those of you who missed out on the entirety of Sorcery up to this point, this is everything you've got. This is every set release. I actually just finished my Dragon Lord foil set. For those of you who thought that I had left the game, I have still been actively buying. We just had all the store drama and all the store stuff going on this year and moving the store. It just was a lot of work. I've just been really busy, but now I'm ready. Let's start with let's start with Beta. I'm not going to open an Alpha box tonight. Let's start with Beta and let's see if we can't pull something fancy with these new camera setup and getting back to this. We've had some amazing times, some amazing pulls, but it has been a while since I have opened Sorcery. I'm actually working on a new deck. There's a few cards that I think I need from both Arthurian Legends and Beta, so I figured this would be a great start. Wildfire, Spire Lich, Iron Shackles, no big pull in the first pack. That's what I wanted, the Mega Moeba. So those of you who don't know, for Sorcery Contested Realm, every single piece of artwork is hand-painted artwork. This one by Brian Smith, absolutely beautiful card. That was an Elite, which is basically a rare. Then you have a stack of ordinaries in the back and exceptionals in the front. The biggest rarity in Sorcery is the elites, is the uniques, which would be something similar to a mythic in Magic the Gathering. Here we have a seer. These are the avatars. They're kind of like a commander. They go outside your deck and you play them. They move around on the battlefield, do different things. And that is one of the avatars you can pull. Boss Troll. In Alpha, there could be Curios. This is not Alpha. Let's see what our first foil is. It's going to be an Autumn River for our first foil. Now I get to show you my favorite part of Sorcery is that the foils on the back have the full art. I just think that is such an amazing touch that the game does to show how much they appreciate the art and how important that it is to respect the artist, to not put text boxes and things like that over it. I just think that's awesome. Root Spider and a Vrul Revenant. Now let's get into talking about a few things. Let's talk about Gothic. Here is what I am excited about. We'll get to Arthurian Legends in a minute, and we'll open Arthurian Legends. We'll enjoy it. But Gothic, I think, really seems, from the spoilers and the feel of the set, to be going back to the roots of the Sorcery feel, which is this horror, typical setting. You could think of like a D&D setting, like your typical Dungeons and Dragons-esque high fantasy setting. Not that Arthurian Legends isn't fantasy or anything like that. Here we have the Wicked Witch of the West. Dude, the artwork's just so good. But I think Gothic's really going back to the root of this kind of like casual fantasy horror motif that you really see in Sorcery, and it feels in my the smoke stacks. I'm gonna start calling those smoke snacks. But hold on, I just want to show you this fireball art, We were doing some learn to plays this week, and everybody who played the fire deck commented on how amazing that artwork is for the fireball. Really cool. All right, the smokestacks of Knack. Really, really cool site. This is actually one of the ones I need. I was playing with a foil one in my deck, so I'm stoked about that. I am building the meta fire deck that's won a bunch of the tournaments. I'm a big fan of playing aggro. As a store owner, it's kind of nice to get your game over with and then go be able to help out at the store and do the things that need to happen. Here's the Mothman, the Phantasmal Shade. Love that. And the Devolian Kraken. Release the Krakens. Oh, we got a foil. My names are going to be off on the Swiven Scout. The Swiven Scout. An Exceptional Mortal. Anyway, so I feel like Arthurian Legends was a little bit of a departure from that kind of classic style and feel that Sorcery started with Alpha and Beta. I think that Sorcery really wants to be. And so I think that Gothic is going to be really interesting to see how they go back to the roots of just a typical horror kind of, Highland Midland Army, a unique foil. Heck yes. There we go. A unique foil in beta. Unique army of mortals, yours to command. So let's talk about rarity here as we get there. The unique rarity means that you can only have one of each of these in your deck. So you can only play your deck with one Midland army. The elites is 2. You can play with 2 of each. If you had this Mordic Druids, you can put 2 of each of these in your deck. The exceptionals, you can only put 3 in your deck. And then the ordinary cards, you can put 4 in your deck. And I really like that mechanic in Sorcery, that it scales the value of cards, or scales the rarity of cards with the ability to play a certain amount, because it makes the game easier to, when you have a set of uniques, you have everything you need. Far East Assassin. There we go. Just the artwork's just so good. The artwork's just so good. And I like that you don't have to go. Sometimes cards get a little expensive and blah, blah, blah. You don't have to go and buy 4 of them. You can just have 1 of them. I think that's a good thing. And then from a gameplay wise, it really makes the games a little bit more spiky. Here's a Ratinus Titan. Cool. Elite Giant makes an epic entrance. It just makes the game a little bit more spiky, and it makes those uniques and those expensive cards less required. You can go there's a card in Arthurian Legends, the Ring of Morgan. It's the most expensive card. It's an amazing, here we have a Highland Princess and a foil in the pack. What a pack. Highland Princess, a fantastic character in the game. Here we go. Rain of Arrows, Grapple Shot. Oh, and a Nightmare. Grapple Shot is my favorite card in the game, by the way. This one, so you're playing on a grid system and you shoot a projectile, and if it hits, you get to move to that. It's so good. It's so much fun. Here's Nightmare. Beautiful artwork there. Oh, dude. I mean, that's going to give me nightmares tonight. This is a great box. We have a unique and an elite already in foil. Yeah, so I don't even remember where I was. Talking about the uniques and the deck building. It makes the game less... You're not going to see the same cards over and over and over, and they're going to be the most, impactful, expensive cards. Really like that part of Sorcery. So that's a little bit more about Gothic. I just think the theme fits really well. And the second thing I think about Gothic that I think a lot of people who watch this channel and this box opening are going to like is the set size is huge. The set size, 440 cards, is another big improvement, in my opinion, when you compare it to Arthurian Legends. Not that Arthurian Legends was a bad set or anything like that, but Arthurian Legends was a small set, 200 cards or something like that. If we're going to have one set a year, I really, really like having those bigger sets that are just a little bit more difficult to pull. Here we go. We have a foil. Oh, baby, a foil Devil's Egg. Oh, there was a time where these were really, really hard to find. Very rare. I don't remember if it was alpha or if it was beta. I want to say it was an alpha that these were like maybe short printed and people were not able to get them. That was a long time ago, but Devil's Egg is a huge pull. Very, very cool. Very, very awesome. Another elite foil. This box is cracked. Absolutely cracked. The Phoenix. Man, I miss this, and I wish we were live. I really, with the store stuff and everything that went on and the time it took to get back into the store and just wanting to spend time with my wife. I know I don't owe anybody an apology, but man, I miss those days when we were just hanging out, streaming and cracking packs together. And I think now we're getting to the point with the storefront and everything that I can get back to a little bit more regular content. So tonight I wanted to get the camera set up and test it out. It seems like it's working really well. And I'm really, really excited. Mountain Giant. Remember, it was fun to try to guess the foils as we were going. And the chat would be trying to guess before I did. Man, so good. Yeah. So Gothic. We've got Arthurian Legends. There's been, the Titty Sphinx. Riddle Tits. There we go. Riddle Sphinx. Look, he knows. His wife is standing right over here. And he's like, I'm not going to look. I'm not going to look. I'm not going to look. All right. I'm not sure if you can put that on YouTube, but we'll see what happens there. With the other side of this is once a year having a set means that the hype is going to kick off here with spoiler season. I think launching, oh, no way. The Geistwood now? The Geistwood Smokestacks of Nock, a Highland Princess, a foil Midland Army, a foil Devil's Egg. What an absolute home run of a box. And we're halfway through. We're only halfway through this box. We still have like 4 uniques. An absolute home run of a box here. Absolutely crazy. You're going to start seeing a lot of hype about Gothic over the next 2 weeks. We're 3 weeks away from launch. We're 3 weeks away from people having the boxes in hand. And now an immolation, another crazy cool artwork there by Brian Smith. We're 3 weeks away from that kind of thing. I think people on the fence, or people who have been a little bit distant from sorcery content, foil, are going to start seeing all these content creators posting stuff, and the hype is going to pick up for Gothic, in my opinion. What we got? The Belmont Longbowman. Very cool card. See, like, that just feels like classic. I don't know. That just feels so good. All right, we got a whole nother third of this box left. So far, very, very strong. I already got one of the cards I need in non-foil. I'm trying to think off the top of my head what the other card I need in non-foil is. I've got like a random set of, because I have a full foil beta set too. I have a random set of foils that every time I need a card, I'll just pull from. Don't forget sorcery. You also have a dust code on here. I love that they do that. The dust code allows you to, whenever you open boxes or play in events, you get rewarded for that, and you can spend that money on the Dust store online. And you can get promos, you can get playmats, you can get all sorts of very cool things. Now a Lone Tower. 2 of the regular ordinary foil sites too, which I've said this for years now. I think those are such a good win to be able to pick up, and to have a set or 2 of the foil sites, basic sites, I think will always feel good. Mix Air, dude, getting a Philosopher's Stone in this box would be just pure. Wall of Air, beautiful. Not a very played card, but very cool to look at those goblins trying to get through that wall of air, flying through the air. Very. Every time you open this set, every time you look at the cards, you see new and creative and unique things that you didn't see time before. Crater Eyes, one of the spells I fear the most. I hate playing against Earth because of Crater Eyes. So this card utilizes the grid, and it deals 10 damage to the main spot that you choose, and then 7 to the left, right, up and down, 4 to the diagonals. It deals damage on the grid. The grid mechanics and the cards that utilize the grid in this game are some of my favorite. I just think it's such a creative way to build a game. And that's like one of my favorite things about the gameplay is utilizing the grid. I love that card, and I love other cards that utilize the grid in that way. I hope we see more of that in Gothic. Like, creative ways to utilize the grid system, in my opinion, makes the game more and more unique beyond just the artwork, beyond just the whatever, but the grid-based system. Leaning into that, I think would be a pretty big win. All right, We have 6 packs left. I'm predicting we get at least 2 uniques and 1 more foil in those 6 packs. Let's see what happens. There's a unique site, the Donnybrook Inn. Anyone can cast minions there, and they may do so for 1 less. A great card for playing in 4-player. If you're going to play like a group hug deck, you just want to be part of the action and help out. A card like Donnybrook Inn, very, very fun in 4-player sorcery. Captain Baldastair, another unique. 4-player is not an official sanctioned, way to play. The community has created some really, really fun 4-player variants. This is why I wanted to do a 4-player playmat again, because I have people asking me like crazy to reprint another unique site, the Vaults of Zul, to reprint the 4-player playmat we did previously. So instead I did a different one that's a little bit more simple in the artwork and just feels a little bit more clean than the previous one we did. It got a little busy with 4 players and a Sky Baron. But the 4-player thing is really cool. People have created different variants where you're playing like a King of the Hill or a Capture the Flag or just like a free-for-all. And it's very fun to test it out and play different things. Chains of Prometheus. All right, come on, baby. 2 more packs. Give us 1 more foil or 1 more unique. Or, give us a curio. This box has been pretty good. I'll take a curio here. Backstab. No foil. Sisters of Silence isn't going to do it. All right, come on. Give us a little something. Come on. Give us a little last pack sorcery. Last pack luck. Let's go. We got a foil. Oh, is it a Chain Lightning? Is that a Chain Lightning I see? It's coming back. It's starting to come back to me, everybody. Syrian Hydra. A little chain. Oh, no. It's Chain Lightning. Oh, Thunderstorm. Same thing. Very similar. Very similar. I'm going to give myself a 50% on that. Thunderstorm. Beautiful artwork. Absolutely crazy good card to pull, too. All right. That was a cracked box. Highland Princess. 2 great sites there. A unique foil, a couple elite foils. A very, very, very strong box. I needed that smokestacks, so that's pretty awesome. I think there was a couple of elites in there that I need too. Let's get to Arthurian Legends. I want to talk a little bit about the Arthurian Legends release. I was doing my notes earlier, looking back on some of the information from Arthurian Legends as I was ordering my Gothic to kind of feel it out and make sure I knew how much Arthurian Legends we sold and how much Gothic I wanted to order. Look at this box, by the way. I can't wait to see what they do with the Gothic box. I know we've seen like the art on it, but is it going to be like this kind of foiling type thing? This box is just absolutely, absolutely beautiful. But anyway, I was looking at kind of the release structure for Arthurian Legends. I was kind of evaluating it, and one of the big things that happened with Arthurian Legends, distro got the product a little bit late from an American distro side. Tournament Grounds. Okay, I gotta reset my brain here. Sir Ironside. So this is a unique, but they put these uniques in, and I really hope they don't do this with Gothic. But they put these uniques in that this is really an elite, but they wanted it to have the mechanic of only being 1 for all the Sirs in your deck. So they made it a unique, even though the pull rate was an elite. And then the Squires, there's curios of all the Squires. So I got to kind of look through those. I don't even know if I remember all the curios for the Squires. But another thing that happened with Arthurian Legends, in my opinion, is, oh man, that invasion looks so cool. People didn't realize how powerful some of the cards were until now. We're starting now. If you look at the Curiosa.io, I think when Arthurian Legends first came out, maybe people didn't quite know how to build. Oh, we got a foil. Quite know how to build the decks with the cards. A Redbreast Robin. But it really seems like Arthurian Legends, if you look at some of the biggest meta decks, that there is a ton of cards and a ton of the avatars from Arthurian Legends really got a lot of looks, and the power level has creeped up, I think. I'm not complaining about power creep or anything like that. It's the second set. Like, there's no timeline for power creep at this point. But the set got a lot more utilization now than it did initially in constructed play. And that's a good sign. I think it's a good sign for a game when it takes a little bit of time for the game and for the players to figure it out. Here's Sir Tristan. I believe Sir Tristan, some of these are true uniques. I believe Sir Tristan is a elite rarity. Oh, that dual artwork is so good. If I pass a curio here, somebody let me know, because I don't remember all the different alt arts for Arthurian. I didn't do as much Arthurian because that's when a lot of the stuff started going down. Sir Bors the Younger. There's a lot of real life things going on around me when Arthurian Legend first launched. And so we didn't get to stream as much as Arthurian Legends. Then we just started streaming beta and alpha again because I like opening beta and alpha so much. Here we go. Got foil. Oh, the Goths with a helmet. Really cool artwork there. And a war horse. Oh, yeah, I think this is a card that's in my deck. I don't think I need that one, but getting a foil's sick. That's in one of the aggro red decks that's going around. Very cool. The ally, it can carry an ally. Just the theme is so good. The theming is so, it's just so good. It's just so good. My favorite card in Arthurian Legends, I'll get it. It's behind me in a second. My favorite card here. Here's a Tithe. Oh, this is a pretty good card. You get to draw 3 sites for 1 mana, but you have to have 3 threshold. My favorite card in this set, the possible pull, is the Unladen Swallow. This is a callback to Monty Python. This is not an official card in the game, but it's just a callback. It's one of the curios, or one of the, you call the gilded different. Some people think the gilded cards are different than the curios. I tend to say that they are curios. Sir Lancelot, that one is a true unique because it is a double pipped here unique. That one is a true unique. But I love that they put the box on the external of the box is that really cool foiled box, and then you can pull these hugely rare, super hard to pull cards. The Amulet of Nyan. This is another really good one. Oh, dude, this box opening is amazing. The White Knight, exceptional, beautiful card there. All of the sirs, what are they actually called? All the knights from the round table got that kind of gilded artwork, curio-esque thing. I have never pulled one. I don't even think I've pulled one on camera. Gassenbury. I've literally never pulled one, but somebody pulled one at our big event the other day. That was kind of cool, and it's just cool to see stuff like that in this set. But I'm mostly impressed that they were able to make a meta that is utilizing both sets of cards so well. Oh, Redbacks. This one is also in the fire deck. Gives Giant's charge. It itself would also have charge then. I believe that's how it works. Correct me if I'm wrong. Comment section. Correct me if I'm wrong. The tax collector. But they're able to make these sets interact so well. And I think that that's what I'm most excited for also with Gothic, is just to see how they figure out how to connect the dots between things. Is there things that you can look at while you're opening and you see squires in fighting with the angels and the demons, and it just connecting. I can't wait to see how they do that with Gothic. And with only one set a year, we don't have a whole lot to go off, right? Like, you don't have, as a content creator, there's not a whole lot to speculate on based on what they've done in the past, because this is only the 3rd set. So it's kind of fun to hope and see what they come up with Gothic. So make sure you're watching all those spoilers that come out this year. Here we go. Sir K. This would be an elite foil, I believe. This is where it's hard. I believe this is an elite foil, not a true unique foil. Still very cool. Still very awesome. Just not quite the unique pull. Again, I hope they don't do that with Gothic. It just, in my opinion, it's a weird thing to pull unique and try to and be excited about it. Oh, Pookies. Oh, my Pookie. Whatever happened to that girl? She just disappeared. But it's kind of a weird pull to pull a unique and then it not be like a true unique. And so I hope they I hope they don't do that with Gothic. I think that's my biggest gripe with Arthurian Legends, to be honest, is that was kind of weird when everybody was opening and nobody really knew until it felt like, it kind of felt like, hey, is this not rare? Is this a mistake? But I believe they actually came out and said why they did that was simply because they wanted to make it a single, copy in each deck. The King's Council. All right, I really want to pull, to make this opening just crazy, I want to pull a ring. I want to pull a Ring of Morgan. That card is so good. I want to pull it. The Amulet of 9 and the Ring of Morgan in one box. Let's do it. Kelp Cavern and a Magic Missiles. Here's a backwards art on the Magic Missiles. Classic spell for fantasy. Here we go, everybody. 4 or 5 packs left. Thank you so much for watching. Again, I'm really excited to get back to trying to do some stuff, and we'll start streaming again, hopefully in the next couple of weeks, even though we got the holiday seasons and stuff like that as things slow down. There's also a million releases that we're kind of through now, and so hoping to kind of get back to it. So if you like that kind of stuff, make sure you're subscribed. And again, if you want to pre-order some boxes of Gothic, I've got them up on the website. Those are guaranteed. I know my allocations, and I'm excited about. We'll open some too. Thundering Giant. All right, come on, give us one more good unique, baby. Come on, we gotta finish this box opening with a home run. This has been, the last couple packs have been kind of lackluster. I feel like we have one more foil. Should get 6 foils. It's gonna be in the, oh, it's right here. Here's your last foil, everybody. Ripple Bogart. Oh ho ho! Snap! What a pull! What a pull in the close. The Vivian, the Enchantress. Very cool, unique. Has the printed abilities of all avatars and spellcasters in the realm wherever she is. Very, 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 very cool. Awesome, Vivian. All right, let's see what we can do in the last pack. That was like second to last pack luck there. Here we go. Probably not a foil in this pack because we got 6 foils. Oh, we end it with the Wizard's Den, another card that is in this deck that I'm building. Very, very cool artwork. One of my favorite, I think, artworks in Arthurian Legends is the Wizard's Den. Very, very cool stuff, everybody. Thank you again. That was a great box. You had a really good, unique, great box. Home run there at the end. Hopefully everybody enjoyed the content. Hopefully everybody enjoyed the box opening. If you want to pre-order boxes, I got them at KitchenTableTCG.com. Grab 3 boxes. You'll get a free 4-player playmat. There's also the pre-constructed deck set, which is, I think, the best way to get into the game. So if you're interested in just trying out something, grab a pre-con deck. Beta and Alpha, or Beta and Arthurian Legends also up there as well. If you're interested in just trying out it now, we'll get this out to you immediately, and you can test out the game. But more importantly, those of you who like the box openings, I'm really, really excited to be back trying to do some of that. And I apologize that it took so long to get going, but I'm sure you understand that things happen in life. So you guys have yourself a fantastic day. Be kind to the people around you. We'll see you again next video.